The palace doesn't erupt with screaming at first. It starts with a secret getting loose. Qin Shi Huang, still King Zheng of Qin at this point, learns that his own mother, the Queen Dowager, has been living with a man named Lao Ai. That alone is dangerous. Then comes the part that turns a sex scandal into a political nightmare. They have children, 2 secret sons, and according to the ancient account, Lao Ai isn't just sleeping with the king's mother. He's building power around her, gathering followers, receiving titles, and acting like a man who thinks those hidden boys might actually matter someday. When Zheng finally moves against him, the result is savage. Lao Ai rebels. He loses. He's executed. His relatives are wiped out. And the 2 secret children? They are killed. Yeah. And somehow, the family disaster gets even uglier. To understand why, you need to understand the woman at the center of it. Zheng's mother is usually known as Zhao Ji, though the surviving ancient sources don't give us a clean modern biography of her. Before becoming Queen Dowager of Qin, she had been connected to Buwei, the enormously wealthy merchant and political operator who helped Zheng's father rise to the throne. After Zheng's father died, the young king inherited Qin, but he was still young. That meant the adults around him had enormous influence. Buwei became chancellor, Zhao Ji became Queen Dowager, and palace politics became a loaded weapon sitting on the table. According to Sima Qian's later historical account, Buwei resumed, or perhaps continued, a sexual relationship with Zhao Ji. But Lu had a problem. If the young king discovered that his mother and his powerful chancellor were sleeping together, Lu could lose everything, his position, his fortune, possibly his head. So he found a solution that was somehow even more insane. He introduced her to Lao Ai. Lao Ai was supposedly famous for one particular physical attribute. Yeah, that one. The story says Lu arranged for him to enter the Queen Dowager's household by pretending he had been castrated. He wasn't, so basically, one of the most powerful governments in ancient China was hiding a fake eunuch inside the royal household so he could sleep with the king's mother. Ah yes, excellent security. Zhao Ji and Lao Ai became lovers. Then she became pregnant. That was a serious problem, because a supposedly castrated palace attendant producing babies tends to raise questions. So the couple moved away from the main royal court, using the excuse that the Queen Dowager needed a change of residence. There, according to the traditional account, she secretly gave birth to 2 boys. And this is where the scandal becomes dangerous. Lao Ai didn't remain some quiet bedroom secret. He gained rank, he received wealth, he was made Marquis of Changshin. Thousands of households were attached to his estate, and large numbers of retainers gathered around him. He reportedly became so arrogant that, while drinking, he bragged about being the king's false father. Imagine hearing that at a party. Everyone suddenly stops chewing. Somebody looks at the floor. Some poor bastard quietly thinks, I am absolutely going to die because I heard this. Word eventually reached Zheng, and the king ordered an investigation. Now imagine Lao Ai realizing what that means. People are being questioned. Officials are looking through records. Someone who used to smile at you won't make eye contact anymore. A messenger arrives, then another. The entire fake eunuch story is collapsing. And buried underneath it are 2 living pieces of evidence, his sons, the king's secret half-brothers. Lao Ai apparently decided he couldn't wait to be arrested. In 238 BC, while Zheng was away preparing for a major royal ceremony, Lao Ai used seals belonging to the Queen Dowager to mobilize armed men. That was the moment the sex scandal became treason. He wasn't sneaking through bedroom corridors anymore. He was trying to seize power. The exact details of his plan are murky, but the ancient account treats it as an armed revolt against the king. Zheng reacted fast. Government forces attacked Lao Ai's men around the capital region. The rebellion collapsed. Rewards were offered for capturing or killing rebels. Lao Ai fled. He didn't get far. He was captured, and Zheng didn't forgive him. Lao Ai was sentenced to one of the most infamous execution methods described in the account. Being torn apart by horses, his body was destroyed, his family was punished, His followers were executed, exiled, or stripped of status, depending on their level of involvement. Thousands of people connected to the conspiracies reportedly suffered consequences. But the most disturbing victims weren't political officials, they were children. The two boys born to Zhao Ji and Lao Ai were killed. Traditional accounts describe them as being put into sacks and beaten to death. Think about that for a second. They didn't organize the rebellion. They didn't fake a castration. They didn't steal royal seals. They were children born into the wrong fucking family. But in royal politics, blood itself could be treated as a crime. Why kill them? Because they weren't merely embarrassing evidence of an affair. They were potential rival bloodlines connected directly to the Queen Dowager, even if they had no realistic claim to Qin's throne. Leaving them alive meant leaving behind symbols that future enemies might use. A rebellious faction doesn't always need a legitimate heir. Sometimes it just needs a boy with the right mother, so the safest political solution was also the most brutal. Erase them, and then Zheng turned on his mother. He couldn't execute Zhao Ji as easily as he executed Lao Ai. She was the Queen Dowager. More importantly, she was his mother, and filial duty mattered enormously in Chinese political culture. So instead, he stripped away her political freedom and had her confined away from court. The message was clear. You're alive, but you're finished. Then things became even darker. Officials reportedly begged Zheng to forgive her. He was furious. According to the traditional story, he ordered that anyone who continued arguing for reconciliation would be executed, and people kept doing it. One advisor after another approached the king. Some were killed. This is seriously fucked up when you think about it. Lao Ai's rebellion was dead, the children were dead, Zhao Ji had been neutralized, and now officials could die simply for telling the king he should speak to his own mother again. Eventually, an official named Mao Jiao confronted him. Mao Jiao basically told Zheng that killing ministers for advising reconciliation made him look like an unfilial tyrant, and that this reputation could damage his ability to rule the other states he hoped to conquer. That worked. Not kindness, politics. Zheng allowed his mother to return. Their relationship was at least publicly repaired, but the bloodletting wasn't finished. Buwei, the man who had originally brought Lao Ai into Zhao Ji's life, now became politically radioactive. Zheng removed him from power. Lu was sent away from the capital. Later, when the king ordered him to leave even farther and effectively disappear from political life, Lu Bu committed suicide by drinking poison. So look at the chain reaction. A powerful minister tries to hide an affair. He introduces a fake eunuch to the Queen Dowager. The fake eunuch becomes her lover. They have 2 secret sons. The lover becomes a noble. He builds his own political network. The king discovers the truth. The lover launches a rebellion. He is captured and torn apart. His children are killed. The Queen Dowager is confined. Officials die for defending her. And the man who started the whole arrangement eventually drinks poison. Jesus. One secret relationship helped destroy an entire political circle. Quick reality check. Our fullest version of this story comes from Sima Qian, writing more than a century later, and some dramatic details may have been shaped by later storytelling. But the core political catastrophe is clear. Lao Ai gained extraordinary influence through the Queen Dowager, fathered children with her, rebelled against Zheng, was executed, and the children were killed, and Zheng? He survived the scandal. Then he did something nobody before him had managed. He conquered the rival states and became Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China. The 2 boys disappeared from history almost completely. No armies, no tomb inscriptions telling their side, no chance to become anything at all. Their father gambled for power, their mother gambled on secrecy. And when the king discovered what had been hidden from him, 2 children paid for a conspiracy they were born into. In Qin politics, apparently even being a toddler could make you a threat to the throne.